Bipartisan lawmakers looking to break up big tech. New legislation aiming to make it more difficult for large tech companies to merge and create monopolies in the workplace. The House Judiciary Committee set to vote on the antitrust package this week. Joining me now, Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, your thoughts on this antitrust package and holding big tech accountable. Does it have legs in the Senate the way it's written now?
Thanks, Dagan. And it's taken a while for people to begin to focus on big tech. But what the House is doing is going about this the wrong way. And the place they should be starting is on privacy, which will deal with the number of eyeballs that big tech captures every day. That's how they set their valuation. You deal with privacy, you deal with data security, you go to Section 230 reform, and then finally you get around to antitrust. But the Democrats are trying to short circuit this. They want to go straight to antitrust, give it to Lena Khan, who is over at the FTC, let her have all the power to go after big tech. And who are they going to censor? Conservatives. Who are they going to disadvantage? Small businesses. So go about it differently. Use the FTC, use our state's attorneys general, but don't create a behemoth with FTC and DOJ and then end up making the situation worse.
So the House idea or proposal, is it dead on arrival in the Senate?
I would think it's dead on arrival in the Senate. We have been working on privacy legislation that is bipartisan. And you and I've talked about this for years, the Browser Act, dealing with that so that people own their virtual you. They have control over their data. They can tell big tech what they're going to see and what they're going to share. But big tech would have to get explicit consent. Now, that is how you reshape that business model for big tech. So you do that, you deal with the data security and breach notification, you deal with the censorship issue, and that is where you bring in how platforms work with different businesses that may be selling counterfeited or illicit merchandise. But don't say, okay, we're going to come in here and we're just going to start breaking them up. And by the way, all the power is going to go to the FTC. That is not the way to approach this. And what you have the House Democrats trying to do is just give one FTC chairman, which is now a 32-year-old female who does not have broad-based business experience. What she has is governmental experience, and she would love to have the authority to work with DOJ and then decide how big tech is going to censor, who they're going to allow on their platforms. It should concern people if they look at some of the writings and opinions of the current FTC chairman and also Vanita Gupta, who is over at the Department of Justice.
Sean Duffy, you want to jump in?
Yeah, great to see you, Senator Blackburn. Just a quick question for you in regard to what's happening in the Senate, because you would think that Democrats would completely be in line, if you listen to what they say, in pushing back on big tech and making sure that individuals have more privacy with, to your point, with their own data and control of their lives and their engagement with these platforms. Are you seeing widespread bipartisanship to actually preserve the individual's data in the Senate bill? Everyone working together?
Yes. Blumenthal is now chairing the Data Security Consumer Protection Subcommittee, and I'm the ranking Republican on that committee. But Sean, as you remember, when we were in the House and trying to address privacy, the Democrats had no interest in this because they were wanting to protect big tech. Now, Facebook is even running TV commercials and saying, oh, we should have online regulation. Now, why are they doing this? It is because they want to boot out competitors. Facebook doesn't want Parler or Tumblr or some of these others to gain market share. So what they want now is for big government regulation, which would enable big tech and big media to have more control over our lives. And you would not have accountability, which is what we are needing. So this is one of those situations where they're putting the cart before the horse. Do the heavy lift, do privacy, let that reshape the marketplace, do data security, look at the censorship issues, but these are going to have to be done one at a time. The FTC has been our regulator of record when it comes to privacy in both the physical and the online space. But we do not want to have something where all of your authority is going to be centered in such a manner that you have antitrust at the front of the line, not the back of the line.
I want to quickly, Senator, get your reaction to the FBI launching an investigation into the leak of personal income and tax data of some of America's wealthiest individuals. The list includes billionaires Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos, among others. This was the ProPublica, or however you say it, Publica article on this. What do you know about this investigation? Because it's a crime to leak that information.
Yes, it is a crime to leak that information, and I know that we do have a couple of Senate committees that are looking at how ProPublica received this information, and if it came from someone, one would think it had to come from someone inside the IRS. It is of concern to us that you would have Twitter choose to leave all of this information up online when all these big tech platforms were so quick to take down everything about Hunter Biden. Couldn't possibly have been true. It was stolen information. And now when you see this with the tax returns, they're sitting and allowing this to stay in the public domain. And it also should cause every one of your viewers this morning to say, my goodness, what kind of authority would the IRS have if Joe Biden gets his way and doubles the size of the IRS?
Great to see you this morning, Senator Marsha Blackburn. Best wishes to you in the coming week. We will see you